Hey to all the spooks out there. Welcome back to another episode of Spine Chilling Chats, where every Wednesday we dig up the darkest corners of true crime, history, folklore, and the supernatural. I'm Ange.
And I'm Amanda.
Tonight we're heading south, real south, the kind of south where common sense goes on vacation and never comes back. That's right. Today's episode is dedicated to the legend, the myth, the headline that never disappoints, Florida Man.
Which, did you watch any of the episodes of It's Florida Man?
No.
It's like, it's Florida Man. Like, they're fucking crazy. So some of the episodes are like, I'm telling a story and there are actors reenacting the situation. So what, like, it's so funny because it's like, and then I was like, what the hell? So then the person on TV goes, what the hell? Yeah. Like, it's like whatever I say, they say. And then, like there was one where this guy had met this other guy and they started dating. And for some reason, every time they were cooking anything, it was spaghetti because he got mad at him and he tried to burn down his trailer by taking a pot of oil and a pot of spaghetti sauce. And he linked a towel in between them thinking that the oil would then, cause it's liquid and liquid oil doesn't mix with water. It'll,
Yeah.
he thought that would happen with the marinara sauce. So he did that thinking that once the oil started boiling and it got on the rag, it would boil over to the marinara and then catch his house on fire. Like that's the kind of shit that happens.
That's why meth is bad.
And he was dressed in a fucking bull costume.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. So like it's those kinds of stories. They're just like fucked up, weird stories, but they're fucking hilarious. It's like, who would do that? So yeah.
Somebody from Florida.
You guys got to watch it. It's Florida Man. I think it's on like HBO Max or Hulu or something. But yeah, pretty funny stories. There's 2 seasons, but it's fucking stupid. It's like, wow, people from Florida are
Something else.
Yeah. Different kind of people, that's for sure. But yeah.
So I'm going to bring you a collection of Florida Man headlines so outrageous, so chaotic, and so unbelievably real that we promise none of this is made up. From bizarre crimes to jaw-dropping decisions that make you ask, how or why? Florida once again proves it's in a league of its own. So buckle up, spooks, grab a drink, and maybe keep your bail money handy and prepare yourselves as I walk you through the wild ride of gators, bad choices, and headlines that could only come from one place. Because if it starts with Florida Man, you already know it's about to get unhinged. The Florida Man phenomenon officially took shape online in February of 2013.
Okay.
I didn't realize that it had an official start.
I didn't know that there was even a thing called Florida Man until I saw those episodes, and those just came out.
Oh, really? I've heard about the Florida Man, like they do. It's either on U93 or the Bear. I don't remember which.
Well, the Bear they always do, but I always hear them from other places, not just Florida. Do they do a specific
Yeah, they do
Florida one?
a specific Florida Man one.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing.
So it started in February 2013 with the creation of a now disabled Twitter account called @_Florida Man. The account became known for sharing real news headlines featuring the phrase Florida Man, usually attached with crimes or incidents so strange they sounded made up. Headlines included things like a Florida man being run over after his dog hit the accelerator, or another getting arrested for drunkenly cruising a Walmart on a motorized scooter.
The dog thing. Did
Yeah.
you hear about the guy who got shot because he left his gun on the bed and the dog got up there and did something that shot him?
No, that sounds fake.
No, it's real.
No, somebody shot him and blamed it on the dog.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how does that even happen? Like, he left his shotgun or a gun on the bed and the dog jumped up there and it fucking shot him. I'm like,
why would you leave your shotgun on your bed?
loaded.
Yeah.
Cocked, ready to go.
Yeah. No, that's asking for it.
Yeah. I was like, huh. I mean, if you, not that anybody deserves to get shot, but like, he didn't die. So thankfully, but like, if you do something like that, like, you deserve to get shot in the ass.
Yeah, you're being stupid.
So, yeah. That just reminded me of the dog just fucking shot his owner. Like, you motherfucker, you didn't give me my treats after I left to the bathroom.
Where's my milk bone? The account jokingly framed Florida man as the world's worst superhero. But according to the author and journalist Craig Pittman, the roots of the Florida man stereotype go back much further, long before social media existed. In an interview with the WUSF, Pittman traced the idea to the writings of artist and author Frederick Remington. After visiting Florida in 1895.
That's how far back this goes?
This is how far back.
Like, I didn't know Florida was even a thing till I saw that. And yet it goes back, Florida man.
Yeah.
Goes back to 1895?
Yeah, 1895.
Wow.
Remington wrote about rough, violent cattlemen he encountered there,
Okay.
describing them as people who would kill over livestock he claimed wasn't even worth a hunting dog's attention. So he's just saying that Florida people are just
Crazy.
cray-cray.
Yeah.
Pittman suggested these early descriptions helped lay the groundwork for the image that would later evolve into Florida man. Pittman also theorized that Florida's role in the highly publicized 2000 presidential election recount put the state under an intense national spotlight, further fueling public fascination with its more bizarre headlines and helping the Florida man legend fully take off in the internet age. In other words, Florida man wasn't born overnight, he evolved. Long before Florida man became a full-blown internet legend, Florida already had a reputation for producing some truly unhinged headlines. In the years leading up to the meme's creation, the social news site FARC, not fart, FARC, even maintained a dedicated Florida tag, collecting the state's most bizarre stories well before the @_Florida man Twitter account even existed. Florida's chaos had also been immortalized in fiction. Author Tim Dorsey built an entire literary career around wildly violent and absurd Florida crime stories, while fellow Florida native Carl Hyacin became known for novels packed with eccentric characters and outrageous behavior drawn straight from the Sunshine State.
Florida native is good. Good. Obviously, that's normal. But I would have said Floridian. I just like saying Floridian.
I say Floridian later.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I just think the word is like,
yeah,
Floridian.
Once the @_Florida man Twitter account launched in early 2013, the phenomenon exploded. The account's headlines quickly spread across platforms like Reddit and Tumblr, particularly through the subreddit Florida Man and the Tumblr blog Stuck in a Bucket.
I could only imagine what that means.
By February 2013, mainstream media outlets were already publishing articles examining the strange new meme taking over the internet. The cultural ripple effect didn't stop there. In 2015, filmmaker Sean Dune released a documentary titled Florida Man, featuring interviews with Floridians discussing their lives and perspectives. The meme even crossed into scripted television, appearing in the opening episode of Atlanta Season 2, where the character describes Florida Man as a dark, almost mythical force committing crimes across the state. In 2018, Floridian poet Tyler Gillespie published a poetry collection inspired by the meme, aiming to balance the stereotype by highlighting Florida's broader culture and history. That same year, The Daily Show devoted a segment to the phenomenon, with correspondent Desi Liddick humorously investigating why Florida headlines are so consistently unhinged. The meme also infiltrated gaming culture. In Hitman 2, which came out in 2018, players can disguise themselves as a character literally named Florida Man during a mission set in Miami, a disguise that returns in Hitman 3 during a Berlin level. By 2019, social media users popularized the Florida Man birthday challenge, encouraging people to search their birthday plus Florida Man to discover the strangest headline tied to their birth date. That same year, the creator of @_Florida Man announced he had retired from running the account. Still, the myth kept going. A staged play titled Florida Man premiered in New York in July of 2019, further cementing the character's place in pop culture. You looking up yours?
I am. Okay, on February 15th. Oh, I put in the wrong year.
You don't have to put year, just do the month and day.
Oh, all right. You got yours?
Mhm.
Florida Man claiming people were eating his brains. February 15th is my birthday, so okay. One more says Florida Man known as the Monkey Whisperer sentenced for trafficking protected primates.
Yeah. I've got Martin Olich egg smuggling case. Egg smuggling case, also involving wildlife endangered species. A Florida man has been sentenced to 21 months imprisonment for smuggling Australian cockatoo eggs into the United States. The Department of Justice announced today.
I guess that makes sense. I was thinking chicken eggs, like really smuggling eggs.
The eggs, whose importation is prohibited under U.S. law, were worth $603,000 after hatching into birds.
Wow.
Wow.
The Florida man claiming people were eating his brains leads police on an insane golf course chase. Like, what? People are eating his brains.
Wow.
Okay, Florida, you got it.
When Donald Trump officially changed his legal residence to Florida in late 2019, the jokes practically wrote themselves. Media outlets, comedians, and even browser extensions leaned into the idea of Trump becoming Florida Man, which sounds about right to me. Former President Barack Obama later mocked Trump during a 2020 rally, quipping that even Florida Man wouldn't behave the way Trump had. The 2020s only fueled the fire. Rock band Blue Oyster Cult released a song titled Florida Man in 2020. Congressman Matt Gaetz openly embraced the nickname, even launching a Florida Man Freedom Tour. And in 2022, the New York Post famously announced Trump's 2024 campaign with the headline, Florida Man Makes Announcement. In 2023, Netflix premiered a limited series titled Florida Man, starring Edgar Ramirez, centered around a disgraced former cop pulled back into Florida chaos. That same year, a political profile of Governor Ron DeSantis ran under the blunt title Florida Man. By 2024, the meme had gone fully real world with an actual Florida Man Games event held in St. Augustine. The meme even worked its way into scripted mystery television. An episode of Poker Face set in Florida directly references the stereotype, with one character jokingly describing another as the opposite of Florida Man. Despite its popularity, the meme hasn't escaped criticism. While many see it as a humorous shorthand for Florida's strangest moments, often compared to Darwin Awards, media critics, including the Columbia Journalism Review, have argued that the trend exploits stories involving addiction, mental illness, and homelessness, turning real human suffering into entertainment. In the end, Florida Man isn't just a meme. He's a modern folk legend, born from headlines, fueled by chaos, and somehow still finding new ways to outdo himself. So without further ado, let's kick this one off with a real bang.
I didn't think of it as a mental illness. You know what? Like people, not mental. I didn't think of it how you just said it, how people mock mental illness and homelessness as a Florida man thing. Like I guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
You know what
I didn't think
like,
of it that way. It's just a funny
that
thing.
makes it kind of shitty.
It does.
It's still funny.
It's still funny. But that's like saying people from Arkansas are all incest.
Inbred, yeah. Well, I was thinking, what's the opposite of Florida? What would be the opposite of Florida man? Alaska?
Oh, well,
but they're still crazy, weird people
they're,
too.
I mean, you got crazy people everywhere.
Yeah.
So, all
right. Bang, bang. Let's go.
Bang, bang. The headline is Florida man sexually assaults stuffed Olaf doll at Target. And that's a picture of him out.
Oh, yeah. He looks like
a
weirdo. Oh, my.
Look at his ears.
Yeah. Like they're
way out
big.
There. Yeah, they're sticking out there. In a scene that feels less like a children's movie and more like a cautionary tale, a Florida man was arrested after allegedly committing a sexual act on a stuffed Olaf doll from Disney's Frozen inside a Target store. According to arrest documents cited by The Smoking Gun, 20-year-old Cody Meter was taken into custody Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019, at the Pinellas Park Target after witnesses say he placed the Olaf plush on the floor around 2 p.m. and proceeded to dry hump the toy until he ejaculated.
In the middle of the store.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
Oh, my.
As if that wasn't disturbing enough, authorities say Meter then moved on to a stuffed unicorn and repeated the behavior before police arrived. Who can go that quickly?
Yeah, again, like for a second round. Who can get up that quickly to do a second round and then ejaculate again immediately?
Yeah.
Good for him.
I mean, he is 20.
The lucky girl who gets him, or boy, I wouldn't say you're lucky, but going 2 times that quick.
You know what? Maybe he should join a furry situation.
Yeah.
If you like stuffed things, like
he likes stuffed something.
When questioned, Meter reportedly confessed to officers, referring to his actions as doing stupid stuff and that he nutted on the Olaf doll.
Doing stupid stuff, you think?
Yep.
And I nutted on the Olaf doll.
Adding another unsettling layer to the incident, Meter's father allegedly told police that his son has a prior history of similar behavior. So don't go touching any stuffed animals at their house. They're all crusty.
Oh, fine. That makes me not want to buy anything from the store in Florida. Like no stuffed animals ever are coming home with me from a store in Florida. Nope, not doing it.
Meter was charged with criminal mischief, and police confirmed that both stuffed animals were destroyed following the incident.
Okay, so he dry humped and ejaculated. Were his pants down? Or was he doing it with his clothes on?
I'm thinking he probably still had his clothes on.
Okay. I mean, he could obviously take his penis out without pulling his pants down.
Well, because when you say dry hump,
yeah,
I'm thinking there's a barrier.
Yeah. So I was just curious, like, was his penis out and the ejaculation went all over the doll, or did he just make a mess in his pants?
But sometimes that mess can like soak through.
Yeah.
Depending on the type of pants.
Yeah. So still gross. I was just curious if his penis was
Florida,
out.
he was probably wearing shorts.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just like drip down his leg.
Ooh. Oh, thank you.
It played up on aisle 4.
Right.
The next headline is naked Florida man drinks 2 liters of vodka, burns down house baking cookies on George Foreman grill.
Did you see the drunk raccoon? There's a headline about, not in Florida. I just reminded me because I said drinks 2 liters of vodka. There was a raccoon that got into some liquor store somehow and fucking got drunk and went in the bathroom and passed out.
Oh, poor buddy. I've seen other videos of animals that have like eaten fermented apples or something.
Yeah.
And they're walking around drunk.
Yeah.
The other night I let Sahara out to go potty, and she like darted out of the
Oh God,
door.
that's never good.
And then I hear a hurry scuttling up the phone pole, and I look over there, and there's this poor little fat raccoon just hanging on. Yeah,
I know raccoons are dangerous, but they're so
cute. They are so cute.
I want one.
Yeah, I would have a pet raccoon.
I would totally have a pet raccoon. I would not have a pet possum. Those things freak me out.
Oh, but they're so.
But they're raccoons? I could do raccoons.
Possums aren't cute, but they're so lovable, and they don't carry rabies.
Right.
Raccoons can.
But every time I've gone past I know sometimes they're dead. There have been possums close by that were alive that I've walked past. They just smell. I know you can bathe them and they'd be fine. I just can't.
I've never been that close to a possum to smell them.
I mean, I ran, but like they smell, and I just feel like they would just, that smell sticks with you. So now every time I think of a possum, I have that distinct smell, and it just makes me, no, don't think.
I've never smelled a possum. On the night of August 27th, 2018, officers with the Niceville Police Department.
Remember that, guys.
Were called to a home in Niceville, Florida, to assist firefighters responding to an active fire. When officers arrived at the residence in Okaloosa County, they immediately noticed white smoke pouring from the house and a strong odor of something burning, according to the incident report.
Obviously,
if there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Something's burning. A man later identified as 53-year-old James Gregory Cunningham. Hey, we know Cunningham.
Some Cunninghams.
Jenny, is this your relative?
Right. And there's another girl I used to work with at Dial Ride. Last name's Cunningham.
Huh? Mr. Cunningham answered the front door, apologized, and then shut it again.
Dude, your house is on fire.
Officers noted that Cunningham was completely naked. Oh, there's your stray hair for the day.
Stray hair for the day.
Take a shot, guys. Officers noted that Cunningham was...
I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't do bingo. Maybe we should just do shots. Just make a list of stuff. And you know, like those ones that are like, you put a Santa hat or a hat on the corner of the TV, and every time it lines up, you take a shot.
Yeah.
We should just make a list
of
stuff that we do. And if we do it, take a shot. We're going to make a drinking game, guys. You're welcome.
Yep.
We'll come up with some stuff.
So they saw he was completely naked and standing inside a smoke-filled home where multiple items, including towels, were actively on fire. The report stated that Cunningham appeared completely unaware of the danger he was in.
Clearly, he was naked in a burning house.
Yeah. I was just like, sorry. Closes the door.
Oh my gosh.
He eventually returned to the door, at which point officers detained him for his own safety and provided him with pants. How do they provide him with pants? Like somebody
just carries extra pants. I mean, for some reason, I have extra socks in my car.
Oh, okay.
I'd have like 7 pairs of shoes.
I do hate having wet socks.
Yeah, I don't know why they ended up in there. I don't know if they like fell out of one of my bags when I was going to Mike's or whatever. But why do I have 7 pairs of shoes in there? I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'll wear tennis shoes out and I'll have like dress shoes with me. Then I apparently just leave them in the car. It's weird. But I don't have pants. I don't have extra pants. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
Maybe he's onto something.
You know, one time I was at work and I was cleaning the toilet, and when I went to flush it was a urinal. I was cleaning the urinal at St. Mike. No, I think it was CCE.
Okay.
And when I went to flush it, it sprayed out and I was covered.
Then you need extra.
Yeah. And after that, I kept a t-shirt in my car, but then we had to turn in the t-shirts. And I only have, so many of the smocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't keep extras in my car anymore because I need them for the entire week.
But that would be that'd be something to keep in there. But like, you did it for work specifically, just randomly. Like, why would you have extra pants hanging around? I mean, it worked out, but yeah, just something randomly. Why? If you guys have extra pants in your car, let us know why. I'm curious. Just curious.
Once outside the home, Cunningham admitted to drinking approximately 2 liters of vodka and smoking marijuana earlier that evening.
That'll do it.
Firefighters entered the residence wearing oxygen masks and were able to extinguish the fire. The Niceville Fire Department later determined that the incident began when Cunningham attempted to bake cookies using a George Foreman grill and left them unattended because he was fucking drunk and stoned and passed out. He had the munchies, but he was so fucking drunk, he just blacked out.
But like,
naked. Why was he baking cookies naked?
That too. And you're using a grill. Like, I get you close it and it could be an oven, but like, it's a grill. And maybe how long did they have to sit there for them to catch fire on a George Foreman grill? Right. Like, something had to be close to that to catch fire, because I don't think cookies would actually catch on fire. They would just burn to crisp and then that would be it, you would think. Huh? I don't know.
The cookies and the grill caught fire, and in an attempt to stop it, Cunningham placed towels over the grill.
But how did they initially catch on fire? That's still weird to me.
Yeah. Only making the situation worse. Medical personnel arrived on scene, but Cunningham refused treatment despite visible burns on his hands. Firefighters warned that had he remained inside the home any longer, he could have suffered severe injuries or even died. Yeah, smoke inhalation's a real thing.
Right.
Okay, the next one. Let's look at this guy's creepy face.
That's a guy?
Yes.
He looks like he's got nice hair from that size of the picture. Okay. It's okay. If he had it split down the middle, I think it'd be nice hair.
He looks so angry.
He does.
He looks like an angry elf. But not an attractive elf.
His lips are like real thin.
Some of us are born that way.
Yours look way more fuller than his.
You're on that picture at Cheers.
Guys, so we'll post. Do you have the pictures?
Yeah,
we'll post a picture. So we went to Boston and we went to the bar Cheers.
Because you
like
have
the TV show.
Yeah.
Like, you have to. And we were sitting, I don't remember which.
Weren't we by Norm?
Norm?
I think we were at Norm.
Yeah.
Spot.
So we're sitting there and we got to sit at the bar. We didn't have to sit at a table. So we got to sit at the bar and they have these plaques of like who sat where in the bar on the TV show. And we had drinks. And we were laughing. And I look over, Angela's top lip is completely gone because she's smiling so big. So of course I had to do a picture. So we both have these pictures of our lips tucked in and we don't have any lips smiling. It's funnier because we were drunk and we only had 2 drinks, but we walked outside and realized the drinks were bigger than what we thought.
Yeah.
And we were accidentally drunk. So we had to go to a local park and sober up.
Yeah, we sat down on the bench and then we had
squirrels.
Their squirrels there are so used to people. Like, you just go like this with your hand and they think that you have food. And like, it crawled up on my leg. Yeah.
It crawled up her leg. It came up to my hand and it put its little paws. Oh my God, it was so.
We
its little paws on my hand. So cute. Yeah. But like, if you go to Boston, you got to go to Cheers. It was a fun time. You might accidentally get drunk like we did and have to go to the park and sober up. But
we also went to Target and it had 2 floors.
Yeah, Target had 2 floors.
I've never seen that. And because I wanted to get Robbie like a souvenir.
Yeah.
I bought a thing of tea, Boston Tea Party, and a can of baked beans. No, Bush's baked beans.
Bush's baked beans, because we looked for Boston baked beans and they didn't have any store that we went to.
Yes.
Even the gas stations, nowhere. Like, we can get them here at any store, but in Boston, you cannot get Boston baked beans.
That's because every baked bean is Boston. And
yeah, that's true. But So guys, we'll have to do a whole episode about our trip to Boston and Salem, because we went to Salem too. It was a good time.
Yeah, that was 2018 we went?
It was before Rory.
Yeah, but it was after Landon. So yeah, 2018.
Yeah, it was
It was so much fun.
It was.
I want to go back so bad.
When we walked out of Cheers, it was bright, and we were like, Ange said, "I think I'm drunk," and I said, "I think I am too." We couldn't drive anywhere, and it's such a beautiful place too. Like, just I'm a huge history buff, so like the architecture and the buildings and just the way everything is set up is just beautiful.
It is.
And like walking down the street in Boston, the college is there, so you're walking down the street, and it doesn't look like a college setting because they're historic buildings, but it's just like these long apartment building like things, but it's like a school, like it's a classroom, like you go in there for science. And then there were like
we went to the Barnes and Noble, and that was like
a
old building, and it was 2 floors as well.
2 or 3 floors.
Yeah, it was really weird looking.
But they were like not frat houses, but dorms. Just in these buildings. Like, do you remember the little door?
Yeah.
It was like down, and it was underneath, and it was like an elf door. And I was like, somebody lives in there, but like, how do you get furniture in there? We were really confused. But yeah. Anyway,
enough of Boston. We're on Florida.
We'll talk about Boston when we get to the ends.
Yep. So his headline is Florida man busted with meth, guns, and baby gator in truck.
Okay.
Because it's Florida.
Sounds like
why wouldn't you have a baby gator?
Right.
Duh.
Sounds like a good time to me. Except for the meth.
Yeah. The bizarre chain of events ended with the arrest of a 31-year-old man from the States, facing multiple felony charges. Just after 12:30 a.m. on April 8th, 2022, deputies initiated a traffic stop on a black GMC Sierra pickup near the intersection of 12th Street Southeast and Golden Gate Boulevard. Authorities recognized the driver from previous encounters and knew he was operating the vehicle with a suspended license. What deputies discovered during the stop quickly escalated from routine to downright surreal. In the bed of the pickup sat a live baby alligator inside an uncovered plastic container. Inside the truck itself, deputies located 2 firearms, one concealed in the glove compartment and another hidden beneath the front passenger seat. The front seat passenger, Michael Marola, was taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of carrying a concealed firearm. The situation worsened when deputies searched Marola and found several loaded syringes inside his jacket.
That's dangerous. Like, what if, I know they probably have lids on them, but you're a meth addict. What, you think to put a lid on it? Like,
oh. The syringes later tested positive for meth, leading to additional charges for possession of a controlled substance, which is amphetamine, and possession of narcotic equipment. Due to the presence of the alligator, deputies contacted the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Wildlife officers responded to the scene to investigate and take over the matter involving the alligator. So this next one.
Oh, she's cute. They look like a good couple.
Yeah. Look at how thin her eyebrows are.
Look at her.
She's
like early 2000s eyebrows, but look at her fucking neck tattoo.
Yeah. She made a little money sign.
Is that what it is? I was thinking it was a snake on something.
Oh, I think it's a money sign.
Like snake on a sword.
Sorry, we're blind.
Yeah.
It's hard to see.
I can see it now.
Yeah, I think it's money.
And she's all.
But look at his little shit thing here.
Yeah, his little flavor saver.
Ugh. All right. This one's headline is Florida man and girlfriend trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
Oh, this is going to be good. Okay.
John Arwood and Amber Campbell told authorities a terrifying story, one where they were chased into a closet at Daytona State College and trapped there for days, forced to relieve themselves and survive in an impossibly small space together. It sounds like a nightmare, except investigators quickly realized it wasn't. According to reports, the couple claimed they were driven into a closet on campus on a Sunday and remained stuck for nearly 2 full days. They were eventually discovered inside a janitor's closet at the Marine and Environmental Science Center. Inside the cramped space, police found human feces along with copper scouring pads, which are items commonly associated with smoking crack.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah. Arwood ultimately drew police's attention by calling 911 from his cell phone. Why would you wait 2 days?
I was just going to say, he had a cell phone this whole time. And like, how was your cell phone still charged after 2
2
days?
days. Well, because they were drugged out.
Yeah,
and
they were cracked out for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just shitting in the corner there.
With some scouring pads.
When officers examined the scene, however, the story began to unravel. Investigators discovered that the closet door never actually locked. In fact, when closed, it could be opened freely from the inside. In other words, the couple was never trapped at all. No drugs were recovered from inside the closet, but Amber Campbell was charged with trespassing and for violating the terms of her parole. So they did a bunch of crack before they went inside.
And thought they were trapped for 2 days, had a cell phone the whole time, and shit in a corner. Sounds like a good time to me.
Could you? And the smell.
Oh my.
Oh.
Maybe like our janitor's closets, not ours anymore, but they had a slop sink, or maybe there's one of those just drains in the middle of the floor.
I doubt it, because
I don't know.
Nah. Okay, so this is a bald guy.
Bald guy. He looks all rough and tough. I'm a bald guy with a mustache.
Yeah. His headline was 380-pound Florida man hides meth in belly button.
I mean, how much meth does it say? I mean,
think
we haven't
that-
read the story yet, but like, does it say in the story?
I think so.
Okay,
If I remember correctly.
I gotta put this together.
November 18th, 2019 took an especially bizarre turn after a Florida man's arrest escalated into multiple felony charges thanks to an unexpected hiding place. After being taken into custody for possession of a hypodermic needle filled with meth, a 380-pound man faced additional charges when jail staff uncovered a bag of meth concealed deep inside the belly button. According to the court affidavit, the incident began late Friday night when Clearwater police responded to a call from McDonald's employees reporting a suspicious individual. Officers arrested 41-year-old Martin Skelly, a resident of St. Petersburg, after searching him and finding a loaded needle. Before transporting Skelly to the county jail, officers warned him that bringing contraband into the facility would result in additional charges. Skelly reportedly denied having anything else on him. That denial unraveled during the jail's intake process. A detailed search was conducted around 1:45 a.m. Saturday, led deputies to discover a small plastic bag containing approximately 2.7 grams of meth.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I assume it's probably
Small, because a gram is really light.
Granted, I'm not 380 pounds, but I don't think I could fit that much in my belly button. Could you?
I have a really deep belly button.
Do you?
I do.
Don't.
My daughter's got an Audi.
She does?
Mhm.
I don't know. Because I've never really seen her with her shirt off. So
The arrest report noted the drugs were hidden deep within the belly button cavity of the 5'8" suspect.
you're not even that tall.
No,
and he's 380 pounds.
Yep.
I could imagine it being deep then.
After the stash was found, Skelly reportedly admitted to investigators that he was just being dumb and not thinking.
You think?
Because of the discovery, Skelly was charged with introducing contraband into a correctional facility in addition to another narcotics possession charge. He remains behind bars on a $9,150 bond. Skelly's criminal history includes a 3-year prison sentence for cocaine trafficking, along with prior arrests for theft, DUI, drug possession, violating probation, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Wow, that's quite the list. And despite the story, I kind of like his last name. It's kind of
Skelly?
cool. Skelly.
Like skeleton.
Ooh,
Yeah, he got
he
beat
looks
up.
beat up.
This headline is Florida man on the run found hiding inside dishwasher.
I can't even fit in a dishwasher. He must be tiny or really super skinny. Okay.
So this actually happened in South Carolina, but he's from Florida. So he's a Florida man.
I was going to say, so he's still considered
Florida man. Yep. Greenville, South Carolina. A routine attempt to take a wanted man into custody. So he's fleeing from Florida.
Because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Turned violent when a canine deployment resulted in serious injuries, prompting an internal investigation and the handler being placed on leave. According to the Greenville County Sheriff's Office, deputies arrived at a residence on Columbia Avenue around 2:40 p.m. on April 28, 2019, to arrest 47-year-old Kevin Leroy Scott White.
Say that 5 times fast.
Who was wanted on charges out of Florida. As deputies pulled up, White reportedly arrived on a moped, abandoned it, and fled into a nearby wooded area. Deputies, along with a canine unit, followed his trail and eventually located him hiding inside a dishwasher beneath a porch at a nearby mobile home park. Why is there a dishwasher
I was just going to
underneath
say
a park?
that.
You know?
Like, maybe it didn't work anymore. Maybe they do their dishes outside. Weird, either way.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just grab it?
Yeah.
During the arrest, the canine bit White on his side. Authorities stated that the handler lost his footing, causing slack in the leash. The dog then released its initial bite and bit White on the head. Deputies reported that White was in possession of crystal meth at the time of his arrest. He was transported to a hospital for treatment before being released and booked into the Greenville County Detention Center. White now faces multiple charges, including failure to stop for a blue light, driving with a suspended license, failure to register a motor vehicle, reckless driving, possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, and resisting arrest.
So I know every state's different. I thought if you had a moped, you didn't have to register it. Am I wrong? Like if it's under a certain CC or under a certain
how fast it can go.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I don't know.
Oh. If you guys know, let us know because I'm genuinely curious. I mean, I'm going to ask my brother-in-law, but
different depending on the state. Because I think Austin, he doesn't have a moped. He's got a scooter.
Okay. Because we used to ride mopeds when I was little. I don't recall but like
now,
grandparents or anybody registering.
Are you considering a moped like a scooter or a moped as in
like
a motorcycle kind of thing?
Yes, that like a Vespa.
Yeah, okay. Because I always just considered a scooter like a moped too, but Robbie corrected me.
Like stand up?
No, like you said, scooter.
Oh, I don't see. I would call that a moped.
That's not a moped. That's a scooter.
That's considered a scooter?
A moped looks like a kind of like a motorcycle, like a bike.
Yeah.
But you can
So you're thinking of like
it too.
The seat's kind of wide and then it's got where you put your feet on the deck, but you don't pedal it.
Correct.
But it's motorized.
Yeah.
That's considered a scooter?
Yeah.
Guys, we magically got a friend. Doesn't she look like Max from The Grinch?
She's wearing her Grinch jammies.
She is. But she could pass as a max. She's lovely. Look at
showing her.
She's the one that wants to show it off. Have some modesty, would ya?
Yeah. Following a review by the Office of Professional Standards, K-9 handler Deputy Kenneth Sandifer, a 5-year veteran, was placed on administrative leave. The South Carolina State Law Enforcement Division has launched an investigation to determine whether any laws were violated.
You know, I'm sure lots, like, he lost his footing and he got some slack. But at the same time, I feel like there would be no laws that were violated because the guy fucking ran.
Yeah.
So the dog has every right to do what they do or they need to do to capture that fleeing suspect. You know what I mean? So I feel like he should not be in trouble. Okay. All right. He looks pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there's his nose.
There's his nose.
The headline is Florida man caught on camera licking doorbells.
Okay. Gross. But okay.
Hi, Sahara.
He's a good puppy. Hi, baby. You're a good puppy.
Lake Worth, Florida.
That's where my aunt lives.
Oh, really? Maybe she knows him.
I'll ask her.
Yeah, if she remembers this happening. Just when you think you've seen it all, another bizarre doorbell incident surfaces. This time in the Sunshine State. A man was caught on a Ring video doorbell repeatedly licking the device outside of a home in Lake Worth, Florida. The footage shows the man leaning in and licking the doorbell over and over, as if one time simply wasn't enough. For many viewers, the incident felt almost inevitable. After a similar case made headlines in California, it seemed only a matter of time before Florida added its own chapter to the strange saga of doorbell licking.
I get it. But was he licking multiple doorbells or she just licked the one? Like, was he a phantom licker?
I don't know. I only know of this one family that caught him. But that doesn't mean he didn't like other ones.
Right.
And they just didn't review their footage. In the Florida video, the man is seen licking the doorbell, stepping back, and pointing toward what appears to be a stack of newspapers placed in front of the camera. He then returns for yet another lick before finally walking away. The strange behavior drew comparisons to a January incident in Salinas, California, where a man was also recorded licking a doorbell. That suspect was later identified as 33-year-old Roberto Arroyo. Roberto.
I'm the Spanish one here. I have no idea.
Arroyo. I don't know. Who allegedly spent more than 2 hours lingering outside a couple's home. During that time, he reportedly urinated in the yard, stole an extension cord from a Christmas light display, and most memorably, licked the doorbell. According to Fox 46, the Lake Worth footage was recorded in the early morning hours of January 24th, 2019. The man appears on camera repeatedly licking the doorbell and gesturing towards newspapers, though it remains unclear what message, if any, he was trying to convey.
What is the significance of the newspapers?
You know they don't know.
That's just weird.
He just had them and he licked the doorbell, stepped back and pointed to them. Was he delivering newspapers?
But licking doorbells, here's your newspaper.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I wouldn't do that because then your DNA is all over shit. So if something went down at that house,
yeah, then
your DNA is on their doorknob or doorbell.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not getting pinned up for something like that.
All right. This headline. 350-pound Florida man attempts to steal 2 TVs from Walmart, trips after pants fall down. That's what would happen to me if I ever try to run away.
I know for sure if I try to steal something and run away, I ain't getting away because I'm so clumsy. Something will happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm so unlucky. I'm going to get caught.
In a moment that felt less like a crime and more like a slapstick chase scene, a 350-pound Florida man attempted to flee a Walmart carrying 2 stolen televisions, which they must have been pretty small.
I was going to say, how can they
Yes.
carry 2 of them if they're, they must not have been worth
I mean,
that.
350 pounds. Like I'm hearing like the tuba play behind the dun, 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 only for his escape to literally fall apart. According to police, the suspect sprinted out of a Fort Lauderdale Walmart supercenter on September 26, 2016, with 2 40-inch Hisense TVs. I mean, that's a decent size. It's not big,
Not
big.
worth stealing.
After allowing a cashier to scan the $298 items. The suspect, later identified as 45-year-old Columbus Henderson, took off across the parking lot with the merchandise in hand. That's when things went spectacularly wrong. As Henderson ran, his pants reportedly slid down and dropped to his ankles. Rather than stopping, he continued forward, eventually running completely out of them.
Oh.
Officers later discovered that the discarded pants conveniently contained Henderson's medical identification. Idiot. Police noted that the entire incident was captured on store surveillance video. It took authorities about a week to track Henderson down. He was arrested around 3:43 a.m. and charged with felony grand theft. But the story didn't end there. Once Henderson arrived at the Pinellas County Jail, he informed officers that he was concealing a crack pipe inside his body. Guess where?
Oh, God, no.
According to a patrol report, as officers removed him from the transport vehicle,
Sorry, guys.
Henderson.
She wants to air it out, okay? My thing is in the way.
Yeah. Okay, good.
She's censored a little bit.
According to a patrol report, as officers removed him from the transport vehicle, Henderson retrieved the pipe from his anus and dropped it onto the ground. The glass pipe was recovered and found to be packed with steel wool and showed burn marks on one end. Henderson was additionally charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. How did he not break that?
Oh, good.
350 pounds?
And he shoved it in
and
his
it's
butt?
in his anus?
He's brave. Tell you that.
He's got more trust in that than I would.
Right?
Yeah. He was held on a $2,150 bond. Henderson's criminal history includes previous arrests for aggravated battery, robbery, theft, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving without a valid license.
Why do these dumbasses think like I'm not going to get caught? I'm driving without a license. I have drugs. I'm stealing. I'm running from the police.
And I've got a crack pipe up my butt.
I don't fucking understand. If you're going to, I'm not condoning any of this, but if you're going to fucking do drugs, don't drive because they're going to run your plates and they're going to see that you own the car and that you have a suspended license and they're pulling you over and now you're stuck with a suspended license and drugs. Like, fucking think. Don't do drugs, okay?
Yeah.
They're bad.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this headline is Florida man engaged in fully naked romp on the side of highway.
With her?
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's about to cry. She's probably, this is the biggest mistake of my life you solved. And the old looking.
This is from thesmokinggun.com. After being caught having fully nude sex on a Florida causeway in front of children and other witnesses, a woman told cops it, quote, was always a dream of mine, end quote, to engage in such a public tryst, while her male companion shows zero remorse. After receiving multiple 911 calls around 9 p.m. Friday, November 10th, 2023, sheriff's deputies responded to the causeway in Dunedin, a Gulf Coast city, and discovered a couple having fully nude sexual intercourse in the presence of the victims. which included a pair of juveniles. So there's like kids around there.
By their own free will? Or were these kids, their kids, and they didn't have a choice but to be there with them?
It did not clarify. So I don't know. I don't know if it was their
Because
children.
if it was their own free will and they're juveniles, I would think 13, 14 boys, of course they're going to stop and watch. But if they're like 5, 6-year-old kids,
Yeah,
7,
that's
8,
not right.
that's not like, and they were forced to be there because those are their parents. Like, that's just fucked up.
It didn't clarify that. On the side of the causeway, cops found Sarah Fazekas, who was 55, and Robert Clark, who was 60, fully nude on top of one another, according to a criminal complaint. Clark, cops say, was on his back with his genitals fully exposed. A witness described the pair's encounter as crack to sack going to town. Crack to sack going to town.
Oh, that's great.
Fazekas and Clark, both of whom purchased Florida condos in 2021, are pictured in the above booking photos. While being taken into custody, Fazekas stated, "This was always a dream of mine," referring to having sexual intercourse on the causeway, a deputy reported. Surrounded by water, the causeway offers spectacular views of St. Joseph Sound, along with an exposure of sexual organs count. Fazekas was hit with a felony narcotics charge.
Go figure.
After cops found clonazepam pills inside an Altoids container in her purse. She was freed from custody Saturday after posting a $2,150 bond. Clark, cops say, shows zero remorse that multiple juveniles had witnessed this act. He also reportedly declared that the children should be at home and not on the causeway. So it makes it sound like it wasn't
theirs.
No, I think it makes it sound like it's not theirs.
See, I feel like it says the witnesses also declared that the children should have been at home and not on the causeway. Oh, well,
no,
I guess I could go either way. I could see like the kids being 13, 14, they should just be at home and not on the highway. But also it sounds like their children were forced to watch them in the car on the side of the causeway.
It's Clark saying this. It's the man that got arrested saying, because the cops say that he showed zero remorse that multiple juveniles had witnessed the act. He also reportedly declared that the children should be at home and not on the causeway. So he's saying...
I missed that. Yeah, it said he said that. I was thinking it said witnesses reported it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they had to be teenage boys because I don't think any girls would watch that shit.
No. And little kids, I don't think they would watch either. They'd be like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Clark was charged with lewd and lascivious exhibition, a felony. He is being held in the county jail in lieu of $50,000 bond and has been ordered by the judge to have no contact with children. Now, why is he getting so much more than her?
I was going to say, why is he got to be on the sex offender registry and his bail is $50,000?
Yeah.
Hers is $2,150 and she doesn't have to
stay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Clark is a registered sex offender who pleaded guilty in 2009. So he already had
previous, but she should now have
to register.
Yeah.
Who pleaded guilty in 2009 to a federal child pornography charge. At the time of arrest, Clark was a civilian Department of Defense employee stationed in Japan.
So he was a military type thing.
A search of his work computer turned up a series of illicit images, which Clark admitted he viewed for self-gratification. Ugh.
That's one thing I'll never understand now is child porn. I don't even understand.
Normal porn.
People could say I'm a liar. I don't like porn. I don't.
Yeah,
it does nothing for me. I know it's fake. It doesn't turn me on. I'm like, what pizza boy is going to come up and be like, knock, 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 and then you start fucking? Come on. But I feel like even being the age that I am, 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, like, to me, they're still children. You know what I mean? I could not get self gratification from even 20, even though they're over 18. Like, it's just weird to me because I feel like they're closer to my son's age. So I look at them as kids.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Well, even if it was an old person porn, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see other people
Well,
fucking.
not just porn, just the child porn type stuff.
Yeah. Her tail's crimped. Is it?
I think so. Feel it.
It's curl.
She curls it?
Yeah, her tail curls a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I had a crimp in it.
No.
He's
Anywho's,
so cute. He's so cute.
after copying to the felony count, court records show Clark contended that the child porn images were to him a fantasy world and that he would never cross the line to hurt any child. But you viewing them is
But you
hurting the
looking at
child.
them is disgusting.
You're creating a business because you had to get those images from somewhere.
Right.
So you're enabling this to continue. So
And
you
these
are
children
hurting
probably
these
don't
children.
know. And if they do know, yeah, you're hurting these children. If you were taking pictures of them and they're aware of it, like, that is hurting a child, regardless if you touch them or not.
Well, I don't think
Well,
that
I'm just
he
saying, like,
took
if
pictures.
that was the case, but like, yeah, you're still hurting these
Yeah,
children.
even just downloading them, you're hurting them. Because if there was no demand, there would be no supply.
Right.
Sentenced to 78 months in prison, Clark was also ordered to serve a life term of probation following his release from custody.
Good. Okay. He seems like he looks normal.
Yeah. This headline is Florida man breaks into home, eats bologna, takes nap.
Okay. Okay.
So it sounds like someone's got the munchies here, right?
Right. So it's okay. He looks normal. He just is hungry and he's tired.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. But we'll see where the story goes.
October 2016 in Zephyr Hills, Florida, Pasco County deputies were called to a home Thursday after a resident dialed 911 to report something no one expects to find after coming home: a complete stranger asleep in their bed.
It's almost like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, the caller told dispatchers he had discovered a man sleeping in his roommate's bed and noticed several items missing from the house, including groceries and deodorant.
Okay, so he was hungry and he wanted to smell good. What's wrong with that?
Maybe he took a shower and
What's
needed
wrong with
to
that?
reapply. He didn't bring an overnight bag, okay? Deputies identified the suspect as Stephen Allen Jeffcott. Authorities say Jeffcott admitted to entering the residence through an unlocked sliding glass door. Once inside, he reportedly helped himself to the homeowner's bologna and then fell asleep in the bed. The resident estimated that between $100 and $150 worth of groceries were missing, along with approximately $8 to $10 in deodorant.
Okay.
I think we're racking up this number a little bit.
Eat that much in groceries or steal that much if he was still in your house. And the deodorant, $8 to $10. Now, unless it was a double pack and he took both of them. But again, he was in your house.
Yeah, so
he just used it probably and left it there. Like that. No.
Yeah.
No, I think you're reaching now.
Jeffcott was initially arrested on charges of burglary and petty theft. However, after deputies ran his name through their system, additional charges were added. Authorities linked Jeffcott to a prior case involving the theft of lawn equipment and firearms, resulting in upgraded charges of armed burglary and grand theft.
Oh, he looks.
Yeah, he's got a weird shaped head.
Yeah, and his eyes look like they're too close together.
Yeah, they're kind of beady. Yeah, he's got like, he kind of looks like a light bulb, sort of. The head shape.
He looks freaky. He looks crazy.
His headline is Florida man asks deputy to test his bad drugs after burglarizing home over barking dogs.
Sorry, can you test my drugs to see if they're good or bad?
I think I've got a bad batch. Paisley, Florida, a Lake County burglary investigation took a bizarre turn when the suspect allegedly asked a deputy for help checking the quality of his illegal drugs. According to jail records, 34-year-old Timothy Gunter was arrested and booked into the Lake County Jail on charges of burglary and possession of meth. The incident unfolded on August 27th, 2024, while a Lake County deputy was patrolling the Paisley area. Authorities say the deputy was flagged down by a homeowner who reported that Gunter had broken into his residence while his family was inside. The victim then led the deputy directly to Gunter. During the encounter, Gunter reportedly made an unsolicited comment that he had recently obtained bad narcotics and asked the deputy to test them, claiming something seemed wrong.
Yeah, it's fucking meth.
He then produced a plastic bag containing a clear, crystal-like substance. Officials later confirmed the substance tested positive for meth. Deputies said Gunter admitted to entering the home because he heard dogs barking inside. The homeowner also provided video footage that allegedly showed Gunter peering into a window after forcing his way through the screen porch and into the house. Gunter remains in custody on an $18,000 bond.
So, of course, dogs are barking. You're walking past their house.
Yeah.
Dogs are going to bark at people outside.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't mean you go and
inside. Yeah. It's not an invitation. They're not
saying,
hey, come in.
I want to pet you. I want to bite you. Something. No. You don't just go into somebody's house.
No.
Except for Zahira.
No.
She likes me. She'll bite you guys. Don't come over here.
And that brings us to the end of tonight's tour through the wild, unhinged, and utterly baffling world of Florida Man. If there's one thing we've learned, is that in Florida, the headlines write themselves. Pants fall off. People hide drugs in places they absolutely shouldn't. Doorbells get licked. Alligators ride shotgun. And somehow, this is just another Tuesday.
It's just normal.
But as ridiculous as these stories are, they're also a reminder that truth is always stranger than fiction, and that no amount of imagination could ever outdo a real Florida police report. So lock your doors, check your Ring cameras, and don't forget to check your stuffed animals for crusty spots in Target before you purchase.
Yes. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was fucked up. And I'm sorry to all you Floridians. I like that word. Florida is fucked up. But I'm sure every state has their people.
Well, and I read that Florida has more freedom with what they're allowed to report. And so they get more of these crazy stories.
Like journalists.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have more access to police reports right away. Whereas with other states,
they're not allowed to.
Yeah, there's more
stipulations and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Step over. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why you hear a little bit more of the crazy from Florida.
Yeah.
It's fun to say.
It is.
That they're just cray there.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're cray. Well, if you have any cray Florida stories or any glitches in the Matrix, any
fairy fucking,
any Bigfoot sightings, let us know how big his foot is. You can send those in to our Gmail account at spinechillingchatspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can submit them at our website, www.spine-chillingchatspodcast.com. There you can find links to our past episodes. It'll take you to our Spotify list. We have a link to our merch store. You can get some cool merch. We got shot glasses. We got shirts. We've got
koozies,
blankets,
tumblers,
yard flags, cutting boards.
Name it, we got it.
Candles, coffee. We sell coffee.
Yeah. So
get you some.
Get you some. Wake yourself up in the morning and listen to our podcast.
Yeah. The Spine Chilling Chat way. Lots of caffeine.
Yes. Caffeine and laughs. What a good way to start your day.
Yeah. We also have pictures of us from our, we need to update them, really.
We do. I was thinking of that the other day.
Yeah, we need to do new photo shoot.
Oh my God, life is so hard.
It is. And our bios are on there.
You poor.
You can check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And if you're just listening to us, you can also see our smiling faces on YouTube or Spotify in video form.
She's our, what do you call it?
Mascot?
Mascot. She's our mascot.
Yeah, I said here. Are you a good dog? No, I'm not. I'm a naughty dog.
No, she's a good dog. You're a good dog. So yeah, check us out. Share, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things.
Yep.
It helps. We like doing this. We want to continue doing this. So
Yeah.
do we have any shout outs this week?
Just your cousin, I think, with
Monica. Dude.
Monica, every episode she comments.
She comments every episode, but
she's
she said she liked the bingo game, and I'm glad because I was really worried.
Played it. Yeah,
I was worried, but Monica, we're gonna come out with a different game. We're gonna make a list, and every time we do something on the list, you take a shot. So look out for that. Let's give it a month so we can come up with some stuff. And cousin, you know who I'm talking about. We did not forget the Silver Broke Witch, so give us time on that. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that'll probably be Michigan. So when we get to
yeah, which is not too far away.
No.
So yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this. We hope you come back, and most of all, we hope you
keep it spooky.
Bye, guys.
Bye.